Cory, front right here.
What's up,
man? How are you?
Good, you?
I feel like we've been waiting for like this media day where we're preparing for your own, undisputed title fight, because you've had the interim ones that you took on short notice, and you've had these no more contender fights. But I feel like this is something that we've been talking about for years at this point. So just how's life been, knowing that like you're finally within reach of obtaining the goal that you set for yourself in this martial arts journey?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm pumped for it. I obviously been working my ass off for a really long time to get here, but I also don't think that like anything big is going to change after this, or the work's going to get easier or anything after this. I think that when I win this belt on Saturday, I'm still going to have a lot of hard ass work to do after this, and so I'm not getting ahead of myself as much as like being super proud or being super pumped, because I know that even after I'm a world champion, I got a long way to go to like succeed at what I want to succeed at.
You seem like a guy, or you strike me as someone that enjoys preparing for a specific opponent. So I guess what's it like been preparing for Merab? Because we've seen you say, like I have the best defensive grappling. He's not going to make me tired. Obviously, Merab does a lot of great things. So what's it been like preparing for who many people consider one of the best ever?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was fun. It was way more fun getting ready for a championship fight, to be honest. I was so much more locked in. I felt like the guys, my coaches, pushed me way more than I've ever been pushed. I pushed myself too, so that shit was fun, because I feel like I unlocked some levels in me that I didn't really know that I had in me, and I don't think I would have got out of me had it not been such a big fight against such a good opponent. So, yeah, camp couldn't have gone better, and I couldn't be more confident.
I remember after your fight against Umar, you said maybe kind of focusing on his grappling and big moments. You said winning big moments kind of threw you off a little bit. So how have you done to kind of negate those thoughts and maybe preparing for Merab?
Yeah, I kind of got something wrong with my brain, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can tell, but it makes me like super hyper focused on stuff sometimes. And yeah, I got really hyper focused on just what Umar's doing instead of what it is that I'm doing. And so I'm not making that mistake again for this one. Majority of this camp was making me better at what I do, and then obviously being prepared for the bits that Merab's going to bring to it. But it's been a lot of focus on me and making sure that I'm the best. And I'm really excited to show just more of my skills than I got to in the Figgy fight. Like Figgy fought weird, and I didn't really get to like showcase some of the stuff that I wanted more of like a back and forth against Figgy, because that's where I can like really shine, but I didn't get to do that, so I'm excited to do that for this one.
We've heard, Merab say this is going to be not 90% striking in this fight, so do you think he's going to present something that you can showcase all of your skills?
Yeah, I think everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, and we'll see if Merab still wants to strike after a couple rounds of just striking.
Says he wants to fight till he's 150 years old.
Nice.
So I guess how long do you want to fight?
Hell yeah. Well, maybe with the way technology is going, we'll all be able to. Or maybe there will be a different league where we can all get robotic arms and shit and fight until we're 100 years old, like you're saying. But yeah, I don't know how long I want to fight. I'm gonna fight as long as I literally don't have anything else going on in my life at all. So I'm gonna do this until I'm like a bitch in the training room and can't do stuff. That's probably when I'll stop.
How's the comic book coming?
Yeah, comic book's good. I'm illustrating it right now, so I'm super pumped about that. And yeah, it's actually kind of good. Not to like plug it like crazy, and I don't want to like set too high of a bar. And I'm a really bad salesman, but I think it's pretty badass actually.
What's it called?
It's gonna be called The Thirds.
Thirds?
Yeah, I'll let the mystery just soak in for an entire year while it gets illustrated.
When's it coming out?
Probably like 8 or 9 months, I think. Yeah, it takes a while. It's pretty long too, so.
Yeah. We hear a lot of guys talk about the belt and what it means to them, and some guys don't give a shit about it, some guys really do. For you, how important is becoming a UFC champion at the end of all this journey?
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. Like, if I look back on my career and I don't get to say that I was champion, I'm going to be pretty pissed at myself, So it definitely means something. At the same time, like, is it like the end-all, be-all? Not really, but also I just want to beat the best guys. Like, that's what really, really matters to me. So, again, even after this one, when I'm champ, I still got some making up to do from some losses that I got in the past. And, yeah, it's really exciting, too, just fighting Merab, because people see him as the GOAT. So I get to really just have my stock shoot all the way through the roof after winning. And it kind of makes me feel, because I've lost a few times in the UFC, that the dream of being known as the best still is, within arm's reach after a win against Merab.
Obviously, being a champion is very important to you, but I'm sure being an American is very important to you. To be only male American champion, does that matter?
Yeah, that definitely matters. Yeah, it's going to be cool to be the only U.S. Male champ.
You could describe yourself as a patriot.
Quite the patriot here. Yeah.
People bring up the Umar fight a lot, and you talk about it in terms of lessons you learned from it. Are you glad that you had that fight before fighting Merab?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like Umar is equally, if not better than Merab at offensively wrestling. And so I get to go into this fight like not having any questions about whether I stack up in the wrestling, where Umar was definitely one of the better wrestlers that I was ever going to face, and it was kind of at the time where the Dagestanis were like really scary guys, and that narrative, and it fucked with me a little bit, and so now I get to go into this one with some actual evidence that like, no, I can wrestle with the best of them, so go out and do your thing.
And then obviously I think you probably have the best video blogs in MMA at the moment to draw some attention to those. You did one recently where you were rooming with some of the other UFC bantamweights, but I wanted to ask you, in reality, if the UFC came to you and said you had to room with one UFC bantamweight, who was the least likely would it be?
Least likely to be roommates with?
Yeah.
Merab, Jan, O'Malley, Song. Probably, I like Merab, but probably Merab. I feel like he would just talk too much, and he would be in my ear, and I am not much of a talker.
Plus all the women he brings over, apparently.
Yeah, all of the chicks, too. It would be way too many chicks.
Cory, it feels like in the last year you like really going along the same lines. You feel like you've really upped your social media game. What was kind of the thought process behind that?
I just wanted, I wanted to do social media in my own way, and I didn't want to be a douchebag. So this is what came of it,
And I think everybody loves the trolling fan videos.
Yeah.
Did you come up with that, or did your teammates come up with that?
I saw another video that was similar on the internet where the guy was doing that voice with that filter, and I thought it was so funny. So no, I stole it from someone.
When you beat Merab this weekend, what's that trolling fan going to say to you
I
afterward?
don't have shit to say. I'm going to slap the shit out of him.
Cory, quick one right here. Sean O'Malley seems to be really trying to manifest a fight with you at the White House. Just wondering, what are your thoughts on something like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I honestly want to be a really active guy. Umar and Jan are higher on my list than O'Malley is, just because those guys have wins over me. And again, looking back on my career, I don't want to say that those guys have wins over me. So they're higher on the list, but I mean, I know that the fans are super crazy in wanting to watch me and O'Malley fight. And when that fight does happen, I hope that it's on a really big stage like the White House for a belt. And yeah, so that's definitely welcome.
Thank you.
Cory over here. Terrence Crawford got to walk out to the University of Nebraska football game with his undisputed titles. As a University of Colorado Boulder alumni, how iconic would it be to win the belt and walk out with Coach Prime, Deion Sanders?
Yeah, definitely. Super cool. Not much of a sports guy, but super cool.
Cory, one more from right here. Yeah. Kind of circling back to like the Pure Jan and Umar rematches. You want, like, outside of winning the belt, how exciting does it be to? It seems like you've been a guy that people haven't been raising their hand to fight, and now they will have to fight you. Like, how excited are you for that? Like, you don't have to chase fights anymore.
I'm probably more excited to be on the A side of things and to just be in the corner like, hey, like I'm way more excited to be the actual guy where people have to start like chasing me, like you said. So yeah, I might be more excited about that than actually being champ, because that's been my position, it feels like, for a really long time. Like the fact that O'Malley's even saying anything about me now is like, yeah, I can't wait to be on the A side and kind of just get to puff my chest a little bit like some of these guys. Cool.
I know when we spoke last week, you didn't even know that the Mario Bautista and Umar fight was happening next month. Now that you are aware and you've maybe had some time to think about it, how do you think that one goes?
Yeah, that's a tough fight, honestly, for both of them. Mario's like no joke, he's still making a name for himself, but that guy is definitely no joke. And I still have Umar winning that fight, but it wouldn't be like a shocking win if Mario won that one.
And I know you said you want to be a really active champ. Like, is it to the point of what Merab's doing here, like 3 title defenses in a year?
Yeah, three in a year would be sweet, especially fighting in October. I could fight earlier in the year, mid-year, and then end of year. So that's what I want to do.
Awesome. Thank you, Cory. Good luck.
I got literally nothing else going on, so defenses all the way to the end.